I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. 2024 Audi RS7.
Performance with launch control. Oh, holy, that launched so hard it'll pull the hair off your face.
Horsepower and torque.
621 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque from a 4-liter twin-turbo V8.
All right, I'm gonna floor it.
Go for it.
That is so fast and so instant.
So 2024 brings us the lovely performance trim, so now we have more horsepower than we ever did.
Hey, why am I vibrating so much?
Okay, so we're in RS2 mode, which I set up to be the stiffest mode. This has the optional steel coil springs, not the factory default air suspension, and I find this to be too stiff. You do not have to option this, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it's very bouncy. Can I dampen my way out of this a little bit?
You can press the RS button once, that'll put you in the regular auto mode. Now press it again, that'll put you in RS1, where everything is dialed up except the suspension. And now it's tolerable. You can actually daily it.
Am I back in race or no? I don't know. Anyways.
No, you're in RS1, the one you want to be.
Through Cliche Corner, a little bit snowy. What do I always say about Audis through Cliche Corner?
You're the fastest of them.
I'm the fastest that I can be.
Yeah,
I'm not faster than everyone else.
No. Yeah, it's so nice through there.
Wow,
It's
what
such
a
a
car.
great
And it's a
car.
little wet too. Like if it was dry, even on like winters, you still fly through there.
Oh yeah.
And this is an RS6, but not a wagon.
That's right. So you can actually get an RS6, I believe, for a little bit less money, if not basically the same money. And it also has the same horsepower and torque and everything.
Hey, this ain't that loud.
No, it's not.
It's like pretty chill. It's a good sound. Yeah.
It's that Audi. It's that 4-liter Volkswagen Group twin turbo V8 that they shove into everything, which I'm okay with because they are shoving it into everything, and we still have a V8.
It's a very mature sound.
Yeah. Let's take a listen to the outside.
Audis usually launch poorly when you're not in launch control, correct?
Sometimes. This is an RS.
Whoa!
Yeah! So no.
it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it didn't have that initial, right off the line launch, but that's what launch control is for.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is cool. Can we talk about the looks real quick?
Heck yeah.
What is this paint?
Okay, so I filmed these static shots that you're seeing prior to this winter snowstorm, so you can actually see what this thing looks like fairly clean. It's a $10,000 option for this matte paint, and it does look pretty cool.
It looks cool, and it goes really well with the wheels. Like the RS Audi wheels, the best wheels ever.
And these are bronze wheels, and these are an option. You don't have to get these wheels. There's like a lesser version, but you have to.
You have to get the
Yes.
bronze wheels. You go to tsp.truecar.com, and you set it up with bronze wheels.
Yeah, exactly as this is spec'd, although I'm okay with the non-matte paint because I actually had to wash this earlier because I can't take this through a regular car wash because of special matte paint, so I actually just had to blast it in one of those regular, whatever, wand places where it doesn't get dried, so.
You know what else I love about RS Audis?
What's that?
They pretty much always come with Continental tires.
Okay, so that is the default tire for this, actually. It's the Continental Sport Contact 7, and Continental and Audi are very proud of that with many press releases, and this all-new tire will be available to buy in North America this year, but only in OE sizes, so they're not gonna have the full assortment of sizes like they do in Europe.
What was my favorite tire from Continental?
Sport Contact 6 for you. Yeah. 7 is even better. It's actually, I've seen reviews on it, independent reviews.
And finally, the Continental Sport Contact 7. It somehow combined the best in the dry and the best in the wet, which almost unheard of while still being fun to drive.
So friggin' stoked.
And
Because that was on the
people love
NSX, the Type R.
Yeah.
Oh, baby!
Yeah. Our buddy Tire Reviews, he reviewed this and he loved it.
And then the shape of this, I think, looks fantastic. The taillights, headlights look fantastic. But now the headlights will come on even if you put it in parking light mode while driving, which kind of sucks, which might make it better to buy one that's a couple years old.
Yeah, like the DRLs you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the front end just looks really, really good. It's so aggressive.
Yeah, it's a great looking car, but it sucks that you just can't have DRLs on while driving.
Yeah, and this being a coupe, I don't actually really fit comfortably in the back. My head hits the roof.
What's your height?
6'1.5".
What's my height?
5'8".
5'8", and I fit great behind Jacob as well.
There you go.
And then to end off the looks, exhaust tips. They're
Ovals.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got the little bit of like a skirt, kind of like the RS6 has.
Oh, and this also has the carbon fiber optics exterior package, so we have it like on the mirrors and a bunch of other places.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you take, looks-wise, This or an RS6?
I mean, RS6, no question.
This is.
I'm a wagon snob.
This is pretty sick because it is still a hatch.
Yes.
Like and
Sportback, that's right.
There's so much room. There's more room there than the Audi SQ8 e-tron that we're also driving this week.
It looks like that.
Yeah, like it's longer. Like
Yeah.
it's like there's like almost no compromise to this besides, you know, not having money for it.
It's real spendy.
And by the way, driving this with the damped out suspension has been so nice. Like I don't even feel like super bouncy at all anymore.
It's okay on a smooth road like this, but you do feel it on over imperfections and stuff when I was dailing it.
Okay, your turn to drive.
All right. Oh my God, dude, we spun all 4 tires there. Incredible. So Quattro all-wheel drive, and we do have the Audi Sport differential option because we have a massive like dynamics package. Highly recommend it. I'll test it through Cliche Corner, but I know I already love this.
It's great, man.
God, this is so quick. Like 0 to 60 is probably in the 3-second range, I would think.
You think it's the last of like the good cars?
I don't want to say that, but it's starting to feel like that with the twin turbo V8s, and like Mercedes is doing some crazy stuff with 4-cylinder hybrids, and BMW's still got that 6-cylinder, but everything else is kind of getting weird. And I've always loved driving Audis because there's share infotainments. This is now my favorite, I think. Even though it's a little bit boring with Quattro, but Quattro still rips.
Yeah, I have a counterpoint.
Go.
Rev at those kids in neutral who are telling you this car is cool. Whoa, only 3? Go down to 7, bro.
I can't.
Weak. That's what's weak about this. You need to hack the ECU.
Okay, but that's still a pretty low point.
Okay, how about this compared to a Panamera, though?
Yo, but how about this compared to revving a C63 with a 4-cylinder hybrid?
Yeah, I don't do that. Car doesn't exist to me. I haven't driven it.
Okay, but Panamera is
Yeah.
great, and Porsche is still, I would say, king. But this is like,
there,
obviously it's
good.
from the same group, and the Panamera would be the equivalent of this. But I still think this looks better than a Panamera as well.
Yeah, I think I'm more excited unless it's got the Panamera Transformer spoiler.
Okay, and suspension in full steel mode, full stiff mode is actually pretty good through Cliche. So let's rip it through here now with a sport differential, and you can actually feel the outside tires just biting in. Man, I love that. It feels so natural, and it's just great to drive through there. Definitely get the dynamic package because we also have rear wheel steering, and I know you noticed that in like U-turns and stuff. It's great.
Dude, Audi, send me somewhere in North America to drive one of these on a track with the Continental tires, please.
Yeah, we've never driven this on a racetrack, which would be an interesting experience because I don't know if it would understeer because some Audis do understeer, but then some don't.
We'll find out one day.
Yeah, because it's not really fair on winter tires, but man, this thing drives great. But definitely get the air suspension if you're going to daily this, just because it's just a little too stiff.
But this isn't as
RS2.
bad as the RS5 that we previously drove.
Yeah,
it's better than that.
This is a little bit bouncy, but it's not as bouncy as that.
Yeah. All right. What's with all this blue? I got blue seatbelts. We got blue stuff threaded through the carbon fiber.
Yeah, so we've got this like blue RS design package, which you can also get in red. But blue on blue is pretty
cool.
sick.
Blue is cooler than red. Red is cliche.
Yeah, this is like new, and you don't really see this.
Yeah, I think it looks great in here. And besides that, this is normal Audi, which is boring but also good.
Boring is a compliment these days.
Yeah, this is boring in a good way.
Yes.
Like the infotainment's easy to use, wired, wireless, Apple CarPlay. Everything is the way it is. Like the touch climate, you kind of get used to at the bottom. We had heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel through an extra button.
Yeah, and it is a Alcantara steering wheel, which is lovely to grip.
Cup holders are way more usable than the one in the SQ8 e-tron.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a full pass on those. Visors I have not tested.
They'll pass. They always pass. Cool. 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Great job, Audi.
Then the armrest is cool. It slides forward too, so you can get a little bit more elbow for the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, and steering wheel, we've got paddles to control this 8-speed auto, and it is, I would say it's actually pretty aggressively tuned compared to most other 8-speeds. I'm pretty sure this is the ZF transmission, and it shifts really quick. It's not dual clutch quick like an R8 would be, but it's still really fast. Like watch this. It's very aggressive in this car.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like how you can see the power and torque in the gauge. The digital gauge cluster is great.
Yep.
Got the runway mode, which is good for this stuff. I don't know. It's
and the RS button on the steering wheel, which I've already set up my modes.
So I'm surprised they didn't paint it red or blue.
I know.
That's how like chill they are. They're like, we give you the fastest car.
Yeah, like even having just that little bit of red over there would have.
They're like, nah, you'll fit
you don't
it
need it because it's already down here.
Yeah, it's just a totally solid car.
And these seats are so comfortable, very well bolstered, no massage.
Do I have full lumbar on this side? Oh,
yeah,
forward, back, up and down. What?
I would hope that you don't get ripped off at this price. It's a lot of money. And driving through the snowstorm, this being Quattro season, where's my Audi people, it felt planted. Like I had no worries about anything. I could drive everywhere. I was flying on some back roads, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's a good snow car.
Great snow
Like
car.
if you lived in Quebec.
Although we have such big wheels, they're actually easy to clean the snow out of.
Oh, right from the
Yes,
spokes.
I
that's
literally
good.
use my hand.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
in old Subarus, it was like with the 17s or 15s or 16s, it's like everything's stuck in there. You can't get it out. You got to hit up a car wash, or else you're driving home like this after a little fun day in the snow.
Yeah, so that's what this was after I parked it, and I just like moved it with my hand.
All right, is that everything with this totally awesome car?
Absolutely.
Could we get to the price?
It starts at $140,815.
Canadian.
And this one is optioned out to $176,165.
Worth it.
You can just delete that matte paint. There's $10,000 savings right there. I think the GT63 sounds better, but it doesn't look better.
Okay,
it looks awkward.
How about this versus the Panamera?
This looks better, but I don't know if I prefer it over it. I think I do just because it's so easy to use.
Yeah, Panamera's launch real hard though and stuff. And
Yeah, like the Turbo SE hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So let us know, RS7, RS6, Panamera, GT63, or what was the last one on the list?
I don't remember, man. Or my E55 AMG wagon. Watch that on my personal channel where I just replaced the air suspension. So you know what? Maybe don't get air suspension.
Was it that bad?
No, it wasn't that bad. I would highly recommend it.
Get air suspension.